For many people, Tzu Chi's most impressive achievement is its ability to mobilize many people to host free clinics. Tzu Chi's skill in this area is very impressive, as our report investigates just how so many doctors are recruited to undertake this important work.
Taiwan has entered a rapidly aging society, and in rural areas, many elderly people either live alone or depend upon a foreign caregiver. This means that many of them are very dependent on free clinics. Nurses take the blood pressure for the public, with at least 2 volunteers working with nurses, as having enough manpower is key to executing these free clinics.
I was a little embarrassed about the manpower cost, but then I heard that many of the Tzu Chi brothers and sisters say that care and compassion is the most important part of our work.
Tzu Chi has decades of experience mobilizing such clinics, beginning with the first free clinic held in Hualien on Renai Street. Team has held such clinics in 50 countries. As of 2016, more than 13,940 free clinics have been held, with more than 267,000 doctors and nurses mobilized, along with over 480,000 volunteers. The most important part of these free clinics is the willingness of doctors to see patients free of charge.
If our Tzu Chi brothers and sisters find a doctor who is willing to go to remote areas for a free clinic, we will first make contacts with him.
I used to go to a registered gynecologist, and I said that I was a TIMA volunteer responsible for recruiting doctors. I told him that I hope he could support this initiative, and because of my contact, he was able to participate.
Many physicians do not actually serve in Tzu Chi hospitals, but join whenever they are needed in a free clinic.
I think Tima does a good job, so I'm willing to come here and contribute.
Everyone comes and works together as one. This is different from what I normally experience elsewhere. Each person feels like part of one big family.
12 years ago, I came as a substitute for another doctor, and I was quite moved. I saw so many Tzu Chi brothers and sisters who worked and asked for nothing, as this is really something quite special about this group.
Our life should be more than just this, as we should really try to do more.
Early on, TIMA's free clinics were staffed by doctors, nurses, and volunteers. In 1998, TIMA was formed with a roster of physicians, healthcare workers, medical technicians, pharmacists, and volunteers to form a medical service team with a focus on mobile clinics.
According to geography of each area, we separate one location into different blocks with one person responsible for a certain area and transmitting information about a number of people.
The mobile clinic is a team where everyone personally knows their own functions and understands that we must work together as whole team knows their duties.
Tzu Chi has been hosting free medical clinics for some 45 years, sharing the same care and compassion. In the future, it will continue to be committed to this effort to protect the general public's physical and mental health.
In Taiwan, TIMA members and medical volunteers often dedicate their time and efforts to serving patients in remote regions. Although they often have to travel long distances to reach these patients, they're still grateful to serve. Let's take a look at recent house calls in Taichung and Miaoli.
洗完澡之后，你要用那个绵羊油还是乳液，要给它抹一抹。
Zhen Jingxin, who's from Shetou of Zhanghua, has to travel for at least 1.5 hours to go to Zhuolan's mountainous region to serve at the free clinic.
We should pay more attention and ask him questions to make sure he does not take too much medicine.
Comforting this elderly patient, Zen treats patients much like members of his own family. He was inspired by Tima when he was a college student. Back then, he was deeply moved to see how the senior Tima members served the needy.
在学生的时候就常常跟
When I was a student, I followed Dr. Ji and went to Tima activities as a Tzu Chi.
Tima doctors also conduct house calls for patients who cannot leave their homes. They not only care about the patient's illnesses, they're also concerned about their living conditions.
虽然没有办法做得很好，但是你能够做到哪里，人家在推你一把就好。
As more manpower is needed to conduct house calls, pharmacist Zhen Jingzhu has invited her doctor younger brother and nurse sister-in-law to join her.
可以真的除了咱在
Besides serving patients at our clinic, we can also serve people in remote regions.
I always look forward to joining Tzu Chi activities.
Giving without asking for anything in return, Tima doctors are even grateful for having the chance to serve more people in need.